All right, for all those out there that have been keeping up with the channel, I want to tell you we made it to our 500 subscribers. So thank you to everybody who has supported, who has subscribed, who has told their friends. It's been really great, and I appreciate it from everybody. Also wanted to get you guys an update. I know that I've been talking a lot about this summer and how we're going to be doing the BDR and going out and getting as much fun as we could possibly have in Utah. But as is the nature of almost any trip, sometimes things come up, and we've had something come up. So my buddy that I was supposed to be riding with, who runs Hank's Hard Goods, he is having some issues with work because his schedule is going to get changed over. So it looks like maybe Utah might not happen for us this year, and I'm looking at this a couple of different ways. So first off, this is a trip that we had planned together, and it was something that I expected to have two, maybe three of us on, and now it looks like it's only going to be two. It's going to be me and another guy, but not the way we had originally planned it. So I'm sort of figuring out whether or not I adjust the plans at this point so that we can still make Utah happen, or if I scrap it, or if I just go and kind of make the most of the trip on its own. And I'd love to hear your feedback if you've had trips of your own that have been kind of changed up with plans and you just kind of persevered through it. If you found another partner, if you just went at a different time, how you handled it. But it got me thinking to why I was doing this to begin with, and I think that this is a great reminder of why we get out there and do these rides. It's basically just for the experience of it. Sometimes that's because of the people that you're riding with. Sometimes that's because of the places that you're riding. And I think that for me, it's going to be a little bit of both. So ultimately, I would like to have the people that I want to go to be there, but it's also for the environment and the experience of actually getting out to Utah and doing the BDR and getting that experience underneath my belt. So I'm thinking that there's a real distinct possibility that I do this trip regardless of who's going to be able to go along with me. So I want you guys to stay tuned. I'm going to continue giving you guys updates because I know that as we get closer to this trip, which is really only a little over a month away at this point, there's going to be a lot of things that come down the pike for planning and how we're dealing with the maps and the GPS tracks and the systems that we use to make that happen, to packing and whether or not we're going to be going with tents or bivvies, what sleeping bags we're taking, what sort of cookware. All of you guys that are out there that do this stuff on a pretty routine basis already have your kit well assembled. Those of you who don't, obviously this is sort of something that you just kind of do in flux, and sometimes it changes based on the weather and your weight, and I'm going to be going through all of that over the next month or so to make sure that my gear is in order for this trip. We're also going to be doing a lot of videos prior to then about basically just making the trip look as good as possible, because I think that Utah deserves it. So I've been practicing my film techniques and such, and if anybody has any critiques or criticisms, definitely feel free to leave me a comment. I'd appreciate it. But we're going to do our best to make Utah look good for you. So if you like what you're seeing, if you'd like to see more, definitely feel free to subscribe to us. You can share us on any of your social media as well. If you have any questions for me, you can leave them in the comments, or you can get in touch with me at chad@BeGoneForGood. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will let you know what happens with Utah. If we end up going, if we change venues, if we go to a different place, or however it's going to work out. But you guys will definitely be in the know. So thank you again, and